This is the story of a man born into expectations he did not choose. A man raised in Islam, yet called before birth to preach Christ. A man whose path to destiny would demand sacrifice, integrity, and escape from deadly traps. This is the journey of Apostle Johnson Suleman, a global voice in the gospel today. On March 24, 1971, in Benin, Nigeria, a baby boy was born to Honorable Imodu Sule and Mrs. Esther Sule. They named him Johnson Suleman. His father, a respected businessman and leader in Auchi, was deeply rooted in Islam. His mother, devoted and hardworking, loved her children fiercely. But the day Johnson was born, something unusual happened. A group of prophets visited the house, declaring boldly, "This child is chosen to be a pastor, a voice for God." The home fell silent. His parents were Muslims, devout ones. They rejected the prophecy immediately. But prophecy does not need permission to become destiny. As Johnson grew, strange signs began to appear. He became unusually drawn to church activities. While other children played outside, he would sneak away to listen to Christian songs or read Christian tracts. His parents were confused, but they watched him closely. Still, young Johnson respected his upbringing. Every morning he followed his father to the mosque, even as his heart quietly gravitated toward Christ. The struggle between culture and calling had already begun. Johnson attended both primary and secondary school in Auchi. He later gained admission to the university, pursuing a degree in mass communication. But behind the books, something else consumed him, a fire for God. His hunger for spiritual knowledge became so intense that he read the entire Bible 3 times at a young age. This wasn't religion, it was destiny knocking loudly on his heart. One night, June 20th, 1994, Johnson received a life-changing revelation. He saw the image of a world handed into his palms with the inscription, Acts chapter 10, verse 38. How God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power. It was clear. God was not calling him to be a local preacher, he was calling him to the nations. This vision would eventually become the backbone of a ministry that would shake continents. After years of preparation, sacrifice, and obedience, Johnson Suleman obeyed the voice of God. In 2004, he founded Omega Fire Ministries International. But it did not begin in a cathedral or a massive auditorium. No, it started in a small batcher, humble and fragile, held together by wood, passion, and faith. This was where the greatest test of his life would unfold. Among the early members of the small fellowship was a woman, dedicated, generous, and consistent. She came to every service, she brought gifts, she was loved by the small church community. But beneath the smiles was a dark assignment. For 3 weeks, she suddenly stopped attending church. Concerned, Apostle Johnson asked about her. "She's sick," they said. Immediately, he felt compassion and decided to visit her, taking along a young pastor. What he didn't know was that a deadly trap had been set for him. They arrived at her home. The atmosphere was strange. When Apostle requested that she be brought out for prayers, her staff insisted, "She's too weak, please go into her room instead." The young pastor stayed in the living room, distracted by the TV. Apostle walked toward the dark room. The door closed behind him. He searched for the light switch. Finally, he found it. Click. The room illuminated, and there she was. The woman lay completely undressed, waiting for him. She looked into his eyes and whispered seductively, "Join me on the bed, Pastor. Don't you like what you see?" Time froze. The future of his ministry, his calling, his integrity, everything God promised him stood on the edge of destruction. In that moment, he said later, he remembered his love for God. He remembered the visions. He remembered the world placed into his hands. He refused. Desperate to escape the trap, he looked around and saw a window. With pressure building and temptation surrounding him, Apostle Johnson made a bold move. He ran, he jumped, he escaped through the window. Destiny was preserved. Months later, news reached him. The same woman had died of HIV. A shocking reality hit him. This is how my ministry could have ended. This is how I could have died. This is how Satan wanted to destroy my destiny. But God preserved him. From that small batcher, Omega Fire Ministries exploded into a global movement. Today, Apostle Johnson Suleman stands among the most influential pastors in Nigeria and around the world. Crusades draw multitudes. The sick are healed, the blind see, the poor are fed, and nations are impacted. He is married to Dr. Lizzie Suleman, blessed with 6 beautiful children. His books, teachings, and philanthropy have touched thousands. Through every storm, through tests and temptations, one thing remained constant. He never stopped loving God, and God's hand never left him. Apostle Johnson Suleman's life is a reminder that destiny is costly, integrity is priceless, and when God has chosen a man, no trap, no temptation, and no darkness can stop his purpose if love remains unwavering. This is the story of the man God preserved.